What's up, everybody? Welcome to Diamond Owl Studios, the #1 place for music reactions. I'm your host, Paper Chase.
And it's the one and only Diamond Don Juan. And today we have a very special guest, none other than...
Silver Styles.
Yes.
Want to tell him why he's so special to you?
Well, because this is my son, and I actually live for these moments because I get to share with him what is considered to be one of the greatest rock bands of all time and one of the greatest rock songs of all time. And believe it or not, you have never heard of Led Zeppelin, right?
Of course I have.
Oh, I thought you said you'd never heard of them. You haven't heard this song, though?
No, I don't know this song, but
Okay,
I think
gotcha.
everybody in the world at this point, except like babies and children, know about Led Zeppelin.
Okay, I just want to make sure because I asked him if he had heard the song, and I thought he said that he hadn't heard of
Baby,
Led
children,
Zeppelin.
and deaf people, they have not heard of Led Zeppelin.
But this is one of their biggest songs. That's why I was surprised that you had never heard it. So we're gonna dive in and see what all the hype is about. What music do you know of them? Anything coming to mind?
I don't know it by heart. I don't know their songs by heart.
You just kind of recognize it, like the name.
Like if I hear a beat, then I'll probably recognize that it's Led Zeppelin.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I see. I was the opposite. I never knew Led Zeppelin, and then I hear all these songs, and I'm like, damn, I know this song, but I never knew this was Led Zeppelin. But we did a reaction to this one a few months ago.
And tell him honestly what your thoughts were before we started the reaction.
So here's the truth. So we watched a live performance a while ago, and I was like, okay, cool. I didn't really get the grasp of it because we've watched a bunch of other ones by them, and I'm like, how is this their biggest song? Turns out that performance, the lead singer was sick. It was right when they were kind of dismantling a little bit. So it was people even let us know in the comments, this is not
The best performance.
The best performance. We listened to this, just the audio track, not the live performance, and I was literally blown away. You can go watch our last reaction after you watch this one, and yeah, it was...
He came in a little bit of a hater, I'll be completely honest. And he specified, I was saying hey, I feel like we should listen, because he had never really heard it. And I was like, I feel like we should listen to the studio version. And we had a little bit of an argument before, not a big one.
It was a pretty big argument. I called you bald. You called me ugly. Is
bald. At least one of us was being true. And
I just said the first thing I can think of. But I was a little bit of a hater, but I completely changed my mind when I actually listened to it. But this time,
we're going headphones. We're going all in so that there's no excuses and nothing missed. So enough blabbering. We're going to dive in. It's going to be his first listen to Stairway to Heaven.
There's a lady who's sure all that glitters is gold, and she's buying a stairway to heaven. When she gets there, she knows if the stores are all closed, with a word she can get what she came for. She's buying a stairway to heaven. There's a sign on the wall, but she wants to be sure, 'cause sometimes words have two meanings. In a tree by the brook, there's a songbird who sings. Sometimes all of our thoughts are misgiven.
I strongly encourage you guys just close your eyes and get lost in this with me because, oh man, this is it's so good already, dude.
Initial thoughts?
This is nice. This is relaxing.
Yeah, the thing as I listen to this, you know, again with the headphones on, it does give me this vibe of like almost like a medieval, like bard type of music.
It kind of reminds me of like The Hobbit, like The Shire.
Okay, there you go. Right, which makes perfect sense because they're from England, and you definitely, you know, I've heard different people talk about their influences, and I've heard some, you know, kind of like comments about how like I actually saw, you know, somebody wrote an article or wrote like a little blog post about how, you know, Led Zeppelin like stole all this music from like blues artists, and somebody, you know, was just simply saying that like, look, there's a ton of music that has inspired other artists, and what they did is take their style of, you know, music and put a new spin on it, you know, and that's the thing. It's like you can hear that influence of like old English, you know, bard like style music that they combined with blues, and that's what makes them so great is the combination of like taking these different genres of music and, you know, putting them together in ways that nobody had ever considered prior to that. And you really hear it, in my opinion, on this song. It's just, you know, so amazing what they did.
There's a feeling I get when I look to the west, and my spirit is crying for leaving. In my thoughts I have seen rings of smoke through the trees, and the voices of those who stand up here. Soon, if we all call the tune, then the piper will lead us to reason, and a new day will dawn for those who stand long, and the forests will echo with laughter.
am I? What happened? Oh my God. I
All right.
feel high.
Yeah.
Whew.
It's because I slipped something in your drink.
Oh, it feels like it, dude. That song makes me feel like I'm not like I'm riding a wave, like I am the wave. Like not like I'm flying in the clouds, like I am the clouds. It's just like, oh my God.
Yeah, the headphones definitely make a difference. So, initial thoughts, or I should say final thoughts, whatever, thoughts.
Thoughts. This isn't going on the playlist because it's too good. Like it's one of those songs that you just gotta like cherish and like play it like once every like while.
Interesting.
You don't want to like put it on repeat and then get sick of it by
Exactly.
any means.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like this is a song though that you can come back to, and no matter how many times you hear it, it's still amazing. And when like you sit down and just lock in, like I did today with the headphones on, it's just like, I mean, there's just so many elements of it that are just undeniably amazing. I mean, I understand why it's considered one of the best songs ever, because that intro part, like we were talking about how these old like English almost type of vibes with the flutes, and you know, if you didn't know what was building, it just feels like this very soothing, you know, song that you're just like relaxed, and then it just builds into something all the way to the end with the crescendo with like the drums and his singing, and you know, every element of it is just like perfection.
Mm-hmm. This is like a very like we've done a lot of songs on this channel, like obviously, you know, and I've discovered so much music, but like this and like a rare couple other songs, like I feel like really like transcends you into like it takes you just like out of the norm for a little bit. Like you like literally, I'm not even exaggerating when it feels like you're like on a journey of some sort that's like, you know, it's just crazy. Like it's almost hard to explain how songs like this make you feel, you know?
No, I agree. This is like music that, you know, you put on when you're like camping and you're sitting in front of the fire and it's like the night's dwindling down and everybody's just silent, and it totally like transports you to like another realm.
So good, dude.
Yeah.
What like in the meaning of the song too, it's just it feels like you're like on a journey to heaven almost.
Yeah, I mean, it is like groundbreaking music. I was just thinking, like, what was it like to hear this song for the first time? There's just certain things like culturally that just change everything. And this is like one of those things. It's like, you know, I remember for me, and this might sound like crazy, but like for me, one of the big ones was like the Wu-Tang Clan, because I had never heard anything like it before. And I was at that age when music was like super meaningful. And I was just like, I was totally into hip hop, and I heard that and I had never heard anything like it. So it was just, you know, transported me somewhere else. And I just remember that feeling of being like, what is this? Like, what were they thinking? What are they doing? Like, it's totally different than anything that anybody else has done. You know, prior to this, they were using these weird like Kung Fu samples. And, you know, when you hear it, like for that time and that time period, it's just like totally groundbreaking. And I can only imagine like, you know, being around when this album came out, and we've kind of discussed this, but you know, you kind of just found things differently. They didn't have Spotify, so they didn't have, you know, even like, you know, a lot of stuff that was not played on the radio, you know, it was kind of limited what would have been played on the radio. So it was kind of like this thing like, hey, I got this record. You've got to hear it. Like, what is it? Like, how would you describe it? It's like, I don't know, man. You just gotta
listen to it, man.
You know, trust me. Take this home, go smoke a joint, you know, wait till your parents are, you know, gone or whatever. Put your headphones on or blast the, you know, stereo and put this record on.
Yeah, man. For the 70s too, like the mix and just the engineering behind it, that's so good.
Yeah. It's
it was
incredible.
High quality perfection.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Anything else?
Amazing song. I loved it.
All right.
Heck
well,
yeah.
there you go.
Well, if you guys enjoyed this video as much as we did, make sure you drop a like. And if you want to join us on this journey of discovering new music, old music, everything in between, hit that subscribe button.
That's right. And yeah, if you have any suggestions, what should I put this young whippersnapper in front of next? What other bands do you think will blow his mind? Let us know in the comments. We'll listen, we'll respond, we'll react. Anything
Thanks
else?
for watching.
Thanks for watching.
We'll see you on the next one.
Peace.